Assalamualaikum and hi everyone. My name is Nur Shakira Afika binti Roki Hisham. My metric number is H17A0175. I'm from class A HS4083L1. So today I'm gonna make a one reaction video from one news that I get from New Street Times. That title is COVID-19 and the mental health risk to the frontliners. So firstly, for the point number one, do you agree with the content? Yes, I totally agree with the content because as we can see, the number of victims pandemic COVID-19 still increase day by day. So this is show that the frontliner get the overloaded work. So from here we can see, we can observe that the frontliner is sufficient rest, there is speed during work and or between shift, they eat sufficient and healthy food, they engage in physical activity, and they is far away from their family and friends. So when we have an overloaded work, we have sufficient rest, we easily get the mental health, which is depression, anxiety and stress. So from the article, it states that according to a study on healthcare workers exposed to COVID-19 in China, for instance, which was published in the journal Zaman Networks Operate, a considerable proportion of the 1,257 individuals surveyed were physiologically distressed. As a conclusion, we can conclude that the COVID-19 pandemic could threaten frontliners' mental health. Question number 2 is, do you think they present issue using facts or their own opinion? So based on this article, I can say that they present the issue using fact, where it can be seen using through the article state in the study involving 764 nurses and 493 physicians to 716 work in hospital in Wuhan and 522 frontliner healthcare workers. 40.4% of participants reported symptoms of depression, 44.6% had anxiety, 34% experienced insomnia, and 71.5% were distressed. So they write the article using the facts. Next, for the third question is, do you think the issue coverage is accurate or biased? For my opinion, the issue coverage is accurate. As when I go through the internet, I can see there are many articles and news write about the mental healthness among the frontliner during the pandemic COVID-19. For example, the article from Zaman Network, it states that the finding in the cross-sectional study of 1,257 healthcare workers in 34 hospitals equipped with fever clinics or wards for patients with COVID-19 in multiple regions of China. A considerable proportion of healthcare workers reported experiencing symptoms of depression, anxiety, insomnia, and distress, especially women, nurses, those in Wuhan, and frontline healthcare workers directly engaged in diagnosing, treating or providing nursing care to patients with suspected or confirmed COVID-19. So, this meaning the findings suggest that among Chinese healthcare workers exposed to COVID-19, women nurses in Wuhan and frontline healthcare workers have a high risk of developing unfavorable mental health outcomes and may need physiological support or interventions. For the next question is, should the problem be happening in the first place? For my opinion, is not. But we are human. We cannot cope or we cannot prevent the mental healthness of individual of the frontliners. So, for my opinion is, understanding the urgent case to care for Malaysian frontliner, the Health Ministry along the Mercy Malaysia should set up a social support service for frontliners and the general public emotionally affected by this outbreak. So they also should managing their mental health and social well-being during this time, as it is very important to managing their physical health too. They also advise to try and use helpful coping strategy such as ensuring sufficient rest and respite during work or between shifts, eat sufficient and healthy food, engage in physical activity, and stay in contact with their family and friends. For the last question is, how the issue could have been prevented through effective planning and effective management. For my opinion is, it can be prevented through effective planning. The frontliner should staying connected with their loved one, including through digital method, is one way to maintain contact, as some healthcare workers could experience avoidance by their loved one due to stigma. They also can turn to their colleagues, to their managers or other trusted person for social support because their colleges may be having similar experience, same with them. They also can use understandable ways to share their message with people with intellectual, cognitive, and physiosocial disabilities, such as form of communication that do not rely socially on written information should be utilized if you are a team leader or manager in hub facility. They also can spread the awareness to prevent the COVID, they also can spread the awareness of take a good care of themselves. They can spread the awareness of how important to take care and follow the SOP. So that's all from me. Thank you for lending me your ears.